Hey viewers, actually I'm making this video to ask us the desired language we prefer on this page, because I got some DMs where people are saying that I should try and interpret myself, and I love my dialect so much, and that's why I do most of my video in my local dialect. But once in a while, if I grant interview, interviews are always done in the lingua franca. However, I am making this video to please ask us. As many answers that we get, then we are going to choose if we desire English or we desire the local language, which I prefer actually. But I think since I have a lot of people who desire that my work should be in English, then we are going to go by the answer to the questions, or we are going to vote. So if we have more people who desire the local language, then we'll deliver in that language. But if we have more people who desire the lingua franca, then we go by it. Thank you so much. I want to answer this question. I want to use one stone to kill two birds. Yes, I want to also answer a question in this video, and I hope this video is going to be helpful. Yes, someone asked me that she told me that she had someone who she is relating with, but she so much desire the person because the person is so gallant, handsome, and all of that, but the person is not that much good in the area of the sexual activity. You see, most of the time when we have a kind of lifestyle that we live, everyone has the reason why he or she is doing what he is doing. But the word of God is perfect, it is complete. The word of God says flee fornication. Most of the time when you abide by the word of God, it's meant to protect us. It is meant to protect us. For example, someone who has gone through a lot of things, or she has associated with all kinds of men, having sexual relationship with them, such person, when that person get married, she might not be able to appreciate what her husband is going to give to her, because most of the time you start comparing and contrasting. For example, you're busy learning ogbolo soup. You got married, your husband does not like ogbolo soup. That experience is a wastage. So most of the time, if you have not experienced all kinds of men, you would appreciate what your man is going to give to you. However, that area, that particular place that you heard, you've got to choose, because based on what you described for me, the description of a man, the description of that size and length that you gave me in that your voice note, you cannot get a man that will have that type of size in that place where you heard. People who are doing a kind of work that make them to exercise their body on daily basis, people like that will have built their organ in such a way that they will keep fit. You cannot compare a man who wear a suit, who wear tie, sits from morning to evening. You can't compare that man with someone who will wake up, do morning drill, do exercise, and all kinds of things. So the work a man does, or the way he lives his life, the things he eats will determine how his organ is going to be. There's a theory in biology, we call it the theory of use and disuse. Any organ that is being used efficiently, effectively, that organ is going to be so strong and efficient. So you've got to choose. To answer your question, you've got to choose. Do you want the beauty or you want the strength? Because that man you're relating with, you said he is a kind of man that his work says that he's going to sit from morning to evening. People who are doing a work that they sit down for a long time, they drink tea, they eat indomie, they eat bread, meat pie, all those things are not, they are things that don't help a man's health. So for you, that you desire a man with a good organ, strong, that length and breadth that you described for me, you cannot get that kind of organ with those people you're relating with. People who are doing work that make them to be active, they eat good food, like people who normally wake up in the morning to do morning drill, the military men, all those people who drive tanker, the tanker drivers, the carpenter people, the furniture makers, and all of that, the people who are doing a kind of work that make them to burn fat. But most of you people, you don't want to relate with artisans, especially the learned. Ladies who are learned, hardly will you see them relating with artisans because a lot of artisans are illiterate. You might not want them because their job does not permit them to put on suit and tie. Everyone is looking for handsome guys and all of that. You've got to choose one. Do you want the one that will give you a big organ that you desire, or you want the one that is handsome? You've got to choose. Because a lot of us, a lot of people, what they want, they can't get it where they are. It will have been better if you have not had any experience before. But now that you have experience, definitely you're comparing and contrasting. So let me tell you the places where you can get what you described for me. Number one, among the military men. Because initially, anyone who is not fit cannot even do their work. They are fit, they are very gallant. Hardly will you see them gathering fat, having big tummy and all of that. People who drive tankers, the tanker driver, they can drive from Lagos to Maiduguri. They eat good food. They are very strong and gallant. The people who are doing work that makes them to exercise their body. When I say military men, I don't mean the military men who are not doing money drill, who are not doing drillings, who don't drill. Those are the ones. And many of these artisans too, they should marry beautiful ladies now. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ń gbà mí kì í fẹ́, a máa ń wò wọ́n bí ẹni pé maybe because many of them don't go to school and all of that. Ó yẹ káwọn náà fẹ́ àwọn obìnrin tó rẹwà. They should marry beautiful ladies because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn artisans tẹ máa ń rí yẹn, àwọn náà máa ń ṣe dáadáa. They have good behaviour. They treat their wives so well. I'm telling you. So ìkan náà ló máa mú nínú méjèèjì. Because àwọn artisans tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ agbára, tó ń gbé nǹkan, tó ń gbé lift, tó ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ pé exercise yẹn gan ó ju pé kí wọ́n máa ṣe drilling lọ, and wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe on daily basis. Àárín wọn ló lè ti rí gbogbo orú organ tó describe fún mi yẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pé ni tó ń lo suit tó ń de tie ni, àwọn yẹn indomie náà máa ń jẹ, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń mutí. O ò lè fẹ́ ni tó ń jẹ indomie because nǹkan tókùnrin bá fi bọ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ ló máa determine tó máa fi bọ́ organ ẹ̀. And as such, lè fi èèyàn tó ń jẹ indomie, tó ń mutí, tó ń jẹ sweet, tó ń jẹ meat pie, kó o fi wé ẹni tẹ́ pé á jí láàárọ̀, á ṣe exercise, á ṣe drilling, kò ní jẹ oúnjẹ tó wà too much starchy. So ìkan ló máa mú. Ṣéyàn tó handsome tẹ́ máa jọ lọ party tán wà mọ̀ pé èèyàn tó fine, èèyàn tó handsome ló lẹ́jọ́ wá, àbí èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ó máa fún ẹ ní nǹkan tó fẹ́. So you've got to balance it. So that is what I have to say, because ẹni tó sọ fún mi wípé ó wà okay pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yẹn iṣẹ́ tó ló ń ṣe yẹn, àwọn tó máa ń ṣe irú iṣẹ́ yẹn, àfẹ́ni tó bá ń ṣe exercise, tó máa ń lọ sí gym and all of that, ó dẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ò jẹ́ kó ráyè. So you just choose, because àwọn tẹ́ ẹ ní wọn dá, tẹ́ ẹ ní wọn fine, wọn ṣe kíní, ìyá méjì ò ń jòkú gbẹ. Àwọn tán à ń sọ́mù tó dàbí wípé iṣẹ́ wọn ò fún wọn láyè láti máa dress nice yẹn, àwọn náà iṣẹ́ gidi lọ́lọ́run gbé sí ara wọn, iṣẹ́ gidi lọ́lọ́run gbé sára wọn. So ìkan ló máa mú nínú méjèèjì. But comparing and contrasting is not going to help. So tó bá mọ̀ pé you've got to choose, because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ máa ń fẹ́ eat your cake and have it, and it does not always work that way. So that is it. Iṣẹ́ tó kùnrin bá ń ṣe á determine bí strength ẹ̀ ṣe máa rí. Àfẹ́ tó bá mọ̀ wá deliberate about taking care of himself, deliberate about doing morning exercise, drilling and all of that. Nǹkan tí ò bá dẹ̀ ṣe pé èèyàn wà under obligation láti ṣe, automatically ìgbà mi ò lè má ráyè ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn tí mo list jọ yẹn, àwọn yẹn ìtíṣẹ́ wọn entails nìyẹn, ó dẹ̀ máa ń directly affect the sexual strength and ability wọn, because it boosts their libido, it makes them strong. Because initially ẹni tí ò bá fit ò kì í ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, oúnjẹ tó ń jẹ, oúnjẹ tó máa ń mú kí ara ọkùnrin jí pépé ni, iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, iṣẹ́ tó máa ń mú kára ọkùnrin jí pépé ni, and so on and so forth. So God will help us. Please let us write the language we want. If we want the lingua franca, which is English, we put it, and if you want Yoruba, then let us write it, so that subsequently our videos will be done in the language that we chose. Thank you so much. The Lord bless you.